full circle.
You have done well, my Cerebrit. The Protoss can do nothing but flee before the onslaught of the swarm. But now you must assault one final site before our conquest is assured. Behold, there is a temple not far from here that lies upon ground most hallowed. Though I have borne witness to the passing of countless millennia, the temple which you must assault is older by far. For it was constructed by my creators, the Xel'Naga, and it marks the site where the Xel'Naga first set foot upon Aiur. The temple must be cleared, and the Kadaran crystal set in its place. Only then shall the way be made ready, for it is upon that ground alone that I may be manifest.
Alright, we're at the final mission of the Zerg, and yeah, what a journey. We're almost done. This one, as you can see, we start out with a lot of minerals and a lot of gas. So we want to get our tech going right away. With the extra drone we got, I'm just going to build a spawning pool. And once that spawning pool is done, I'm going to start building a hatchery. Or, not a hatchery, a lair. But I do eventually want another hatchery. We want another one for right here on the right side, where we're going to need it because we need all those minerals to start mining in. We don't want the drones to travel too far. But yeah, what a journey. Oddly enough, this mission isn't that difficult. It's more, do you have enough units? You win. Reavers, we don't have to worry about that. Carriers, yeah, they're not that scary. And what's the other one that was causing us trouble? High Templars. They're in this mission, I think, but they're nowhere to be found. So yeah, for now it's just teching up your stuff and starting to amass your army. In this one, you're free to go. You're free to go ground attack. In fact, this is the only mission in the original StarCraft where you can just max yourself out, move into the objective, and then you win. And because we're allowed to do that, then we're going to do that. We're going to show them how the swarm really looks. I guess people enjoy looking at that and moving all those different units, but not me. But at least we don't have to deal with it until the last episode of Brood War. See, as you can see here, I've already teched up our first hatchery into a lair. Working on our third one so we can start mining gas, because we're not going to be able to get by with just 800 gas. Yeah, so this mission is, like I said, it's not difficult. We have to take out the Protoss at our left and our right side. Mainly because we want to take the resources, and those little hit and run attacks, yeah, we want to stop those. We want to control the whole bottom area of the map. Top Protoss, that doesn't matter, because once we go on the attack up there, we're going to complete the mission. The only downside is it kind of takes a while to get there. You'll have minerals, no problem. But we need Hydralisk, we need upgrades. Because that's the thing, like, I don't think you can just move in with unupgraded units. Like, obviously you're going to get the speed and attack of Zerglings and speed and range of Hydralisk, but I don't think if you just go in no upgrades, you'll be fine. I think you at least want at least level 2. In this one, obviously, I kind of got carried away and I went for level 3. But yeah, as you can see, they're kind of relentless on their attacks. And that scout was glitching and didn't know where to target, which is good for us. Sadly, we're losing drones because these random zealots are just like, oh well, nothing's attacking us, so we'll get these defenseless units. Yeah, with 3 hatcheries, we got more than enough to start building our economy and start massing units, like so. After it built, like what, I think that's 2 squads of Hydralisk, I start going on the attack on the left. And yeah, with Hydralisk, it's pretty easy. You also want to make sure you don't get stuck like this. If you're going up the ramp, make sure your units are going up the ramp. someone's attacking, it doesn't matter. Just stop, kill it, and then keep moving. Otherwise, the AI is just like, oh, well, I guess we'll attack here, and everyone else is just standing there, not attacking. So yeah, at first I thought this attack was going to be like, whatever, we're going to attack with one little thing. Nope. It's a carrier and some scouts. Yellow's determined to hit us with the aerial attack. With some aerial raves. So we'll go ahead and take that out. I didn't need to recall everybody. I just kind of freaked out at the moment. I was like, oh crap, I need to deal with this ASAP. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing. When you're going up against carriers, you want to take out the main ship. The Litter Interceptor, sure, they do hurt, but as Zerg, you don't care. If you take out the main ship quick enough, then the little things blow up. So yeah, like if you're not careful and you're just attacking with like a 1 or 2 units, then you're gonna get overwhelmed pretty quick. This is why we wanted all the multiple hatcheries and your lair, because you want to keep pumping units out. You want to make sure that you respond to anything they bring at you. And in this case, it's going to be majority of the time zealots, dragoons, and from yellow, as you saw, nothing but aerial units. Here, I don't know where we got these Zergling from, but it doesn't matter because they're dead. We hadn't upgraded their attack, so they were kind of useless. But yeah, once we take out the gates and the reserve units they had, this side is pretty much ours. It's going to be the same thing on the right side. But you want to make sure no probe escapes. And oddly enough, there's not going to be a probe trying to expand over here again, because we have that base in the middle. With this clear, we're free to take over the base. I don't know if you saw, I didn't see when I was playing, but the geysers are pretty much maxed out. So we're going to be getting very little from them. Most of our gas is going to be coming from the main gas that we got at the beginning of the mission. And this and the right one are more for a little bit of help. But it's almost like they knew, because the one thing you're going to be struggling for is minerals later on. Yeah, once we were done with the left side, make sure you reinforce yourself, do whatever you got to do, and then go for the right side. And right side is a whole lot easier because they have very little units here. It's like, what, 4 scouts in total? 1, 2, 3 so far. And yeah, they don't do anything to us. Zealots, they don't even have speed, so they can't even get to us in time. By the time they get to a unit, they're already dead. And yeah, once again, we've dealt with a teal quickly enough. Here I decided, it's like, you know what? Let's go and kill the main stuff. I have these hydralisks back here just to make sure that no probe is trying to expand again. And yeah, this is the main threat over here. You couldn't start mining those minerals by our base until those things were taken out. Otherwise, they were just going to kill the drones until you took them out. But with that done, and with these probes being murdered, we're set to just keep teching, keep building units, build overlords, or flying elephants, and then a move to victory. As you can see, finally I have the hive tech. So we start building mean Zerglings. And here where we got attack, we just rebuild 2 spores, 2 sunkens, because we're going to have a lot of units back here. They're going to do that exactly. They're just going to kill whatever comes this way. Here's a little cool micro I did. I was kind of proud of it. So these 2 scouts could have technically wiped us out, but because they're dumb, they started targeting different units. And once the more damaged unit gets even more damage, pull it back and make sure it starts targeting one of the higher health units. At this point we're what, 87 supply out of 200? It says 117, but that's because I haven't built the rest of the overlords. And yeah, you can see that that's already a pretty scary force. And yeah, once again, like, I didn't see that the extractors were already mined out. So I'm over here bothering with those. It's not that bad. At least here you still get some gas. In StarCraft 2, it's where you get no minerals, or no gas, sorry. Here it's like, oh well, you still get 2. It's not as efficient, but hey. Whereas in a regular extractor, or Vespine geyser, or a simulator, I think it gives 8. 8 per little round trip. So yeah, it's a little upgrade. But yeah, here as you can see, we're at 174, and we're gonna send these Zerglings to scout. Look how high up they got. These are 3 little Zerglings that don't do anything, and they already got super close to the building. So with this information, we're gonna send our frontliners and start sending the rest of these bugs. You might be thinking, but what else happened? Nothing happened. I was just sitting here defending attacks and building up. That's all this mission is. Once you take out those 2 Protoss to the left and to the right, then you're pretty much good to just sit here and tech up, turtle, build units, and make this huge conga line of Zerg. And because Reavers and High Templars aren't a danger in this mission, you can just A-move them without really thinking about it. They'll get there eventually. Because look at that line. Look at the mini-map. That's a big line of Zerg. The frontliners get there. Ultralisk. I call them frontliners because, well, what else are they going to do? Look at all these Zerg still flowing in. This is ridiculous, by the way. Doesn't make any sense that this mission is a lot easier than the other 2, but hey. We're done, so I don't have to worry about it. Brood War, however. I wish this worked. It doesn't. But we'll get to that. So yeah, once we're here, we'll clear the temple.
Seraphit, the Protoss have launched a final offensive.
Our forces are under attack.
You must hold them at bay for a while longer.
So yeah, once we clear the temple here, we gotta put this crystal in the little beacon. Now, I was a little hesitant because I didn't want the drone to just walk in there and then get killed. So I thought, you know what, we're gonna give it an escort. Because we got the minerals, so why not? We got all the resources to make just another squad back at home. And while we're doing that, we're gonna make sure the area is clear. Send some of these reserve units up here to clear more of the area. Make sure no unit is hiding, being all like, ha, your drone, we got it. We wouldn't fail the mission, we just need another drone to pick up the crystal, but we want to be done with this. And there's our old friends, the Reavers. Except for some reason, they're not attacking. They're just like, hey, I don't know what to do. I know what to do, you can die. Until, in a little bit, when we get to use you. And by a little bit, I mean mission 3 of the Protoss campaign. Something like that. And yeah. Make way, the grand entrance, for the almighty drone. The harbinger of doom. Wasn't a Hydralisk, wasn't an Ultralisk. It was a drone. Those worker drones.
Now shall the events set into motion so long ago be made complete. For the Protoss too were created by the Xel'Naga. They were the first creation, gifted with a purity of form, and we were the second creation, blessed with a purity of essence. Indeed, our 2 species are but opposite facets of a greater whole. Soon shall our 2 races be made as one. Thenceforth shall all feel the wrath of the eternal swarm, for the hour of judgment is come.
Boom. Mission complete. And yeah, that was the Zerg campaign. We found Aiur, we infested it, and now the Overmind's sitting in his temple throne doing overmind stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Last mission is pretty fun, but overall, I'm glad we're not playing the Zerg anymore. And as you saw, this last mission isn't that hard, so you only have to get through those second to last and third to last, I guess, missions, and then you're done. Oh, cinematic, of course. Wow. That was a big bug. Yeah, that was the Zerg campaign, so now we get to play as the Golden Armada, as the Protoss. And what do we have to do? Undo what we just did in this campaign, which I'm okay with, because we get to do it with a cool race. Not as cool as Terrans, but hey, it'll be cool.